Hello, cocktail fans, and welcome to the Gentlemen of Elegant Leisure. I'm Dave, one of your co-hosts, along with the other co-hosts.
I'm
Fred.
also a co-host. My name is Fred.
He's from Australia.
I might be.
And I am Jason.
From Deutschland.
Deutschland. Uber Alice.
Wow.
Oh, Uber some. Or just Uber.
I'm also your Uber driver.
That's right.
That's silly because we live in Vancouver and it's not allowed.
No,
Not
it's illegal.
allowed.
That's
It's
right.
illegal.
Isn't that great?
It's too inexpensive and convenient.
That's right. It's completely impractical. We'd much rather have a surly, useless cab driver haul you around.
Hey, there may be some surly, useless cab drivers listening to us as they're driving around.
That would be amazing if a surly, useless cab driver was listening to us.
Unlikely. Hey,
Well,
may I just comment? And I hate to jump in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't. Who am I kidding? I
That's
love to
right.
jump
You love
in.
to jump in.
Of course.
Interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
The theme song is wonderful, as everybody you've just heard. I mean, I didn't, but I remember what it sounds like. It sounds charming.
Sure, it's
Where's that from?
catchy. That is from the TV show Robson Arms.
Really?
Yes.
You have to pay money for that?
Probably.
Well, who did that?
I did that.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, then you'd have to pay yourself. Do we owe you money?
I'm afraid you do.
Oh.
I was waiting for the appropriate time to submit the
I'm
bill.
sorry I brought it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so familiar.
Yeah.
Or from the 30 times I've heard it when I've listened to our podcast.
That could be because it's just the opening stanza of a longer song.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 2 of Robson Arms, season 1.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Jason was a rock and roll TV star.
Yeah.
At one time.
A lot of people forget.
You kind of are.
I was
You're a
like
national treasure.
I was like Jan Arden.
Were you?
I was the male Jan Arden for a week and a half
Oh.
in 2000.
You were Jan Arden. Weren't you Jan Arden?
And Yan.
Jan? Well,
Yeah, that's great. Well, we should listen to the rest of it.
Well, maybe I'll tack it on to the end of this episode.
Yeah.
So stick around to the end of the episode to help, because what we did is we wrote like a 30-second version of it,
Right.
but later it was expanded into a full-length song for
Look at-
marketing purposes, for which it was never used.
wow.
How long is a full-length song?
Well, say it was 2.5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So like,
50 single one.
so like an opus.
That's a.
It is. It's our opus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Opie, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. I just wanted to mention that. Oh, mainly because I just.
Jason asked you to.
That's right. Your check is in the mail, as I hope mine is.
We all owe him, what, 75 cents? What do you get per play?
Well, it's Tom and I share in the profits of this.
Yes.
In the half of the profits,
Mhm.
whereas the Robson Arms company
Yeah.
somehow would be beneficial of the other.
Oh, okay.
But I have no way of getting a hold of them, so I will keep it in trust for them.
Oh, okay. All right. So have you got a lot of royalties off of that?
No,
Okay. Have you got any royalties?
I think there has been some royalties.
Oh, yeah.
The problem with Robson Arms
Mhm.
is it doesn't play anywhere.
Oh.
Oh.
What about the song itself?
No, the song was never released
Oh.
as a proper thing.
Oh, what's on iTunes? I thought you had something on iTunes.
It was on iTunes.
Yes.
But the story goes, and I never verified it because I was not on iTunes at the time either.
Mm-hmm.
But if you clicked on the link to buy the songs from the show,
Yes.
the link didn't work.
Oh, well, that would bugger things up, wouldn't
Yes. And I have no way of proving that this was true or not. It's always frustrating to me though when a link does not work, but you know where it's going to take you.
it? Yeah.
Like if I clicked on a link that said go to iTunes
Mhm.
to get these songs,
Right.
and it didn't work,
It's like,
I would maybe just go to iTunes
Type it in.
and search it myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go, well, I guess it was all a lie.
well, so I could go right to iTunes.
You could go right to iTunes. In
And it
fact,
would-
you should write to iTunes.
No, I'm not gonna. Dear Mr. iTunes?
Yes.
Wow.
But they pulled it off.
Oh,
Because apparently at the time,
Yeah.
maybe this is still true, I have no idea. It cost money to be on iTunes to sell your iTunes.
Is that right?
At the time, anyway.
Mhm.
And so Brian, the money man in the Robson Arms Company, reluctantly
Mhm.
pulled it off iTunes because it wasn't making any money.
Oh,
I don't think anybody bought anything.
So it's too late for me to go there and buy it.
Yeah, you should have gone back when we had a TV show.
2005?
Yeah, or 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It was probably up in there in 8 or 9. I think if you go to the Robs and Arms website,
Yes?
there still is a link to go get it on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
That's the kind of operation. The website is still out.
Oh, well, that's good.
The show's been off the air for a decade.
Yeah.
But you can still probably buy the DVD.
Maybe the Amazon links would still work.
All right. Well, there's some homework for everybody.
Yep.
So go buy stuff that features Jason Dedrick.
That's right. And the Robs and Arms cast of zanies.
Yes. 3 seasons?
3 seasons.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And the best part was there was going to be 5 seasons. And so at the end of the 3rd season, it does not wrap up at all
That's right.
in a
There's a
satisfactory way.
cliffhanger.
Bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Maybe. Write in. Write your congressman.
Yeah.
Your senators?
Your senators. Call your MLAs.
Yeah.
Is Ken Dryden still an MLA?
I think it might be.
Mark Garneau, is he still
Right.
I think he is.
He's
Yeah.
the transport minister.
Is he? Or is he in the Senate?
No, he's still in cabinet.
All right.
Wow.
Good to know.
Mark Garneau.
Okay.
Canada's first astronaut.
Well, there we go. This is the first episode of music. What are we called? Gentlemen of Elegant Leisure. So this would be the Gentlemen of Elegant Music.
Sure.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
But now let's get on with this show because the ice is melting and we want some cocktails,
I
right?
want cocktails.
Oh, dear.
And when I think of January, I think of bourbon.
Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I constantly think of bourbon.
Oh, okay.
So if you thought of February,
There's a good chance I'd be thinking about bourbon. I loves me some bourbon.
sure.
But alas, if you've been following the show lately, I don't get to drink any of this.
Not right.
No,
not today.
Not today.
No.
But I share with you.
Mhm.
And so I found, I borrowed a book, a cocktail book from a lady at work,
Mhm.
and it got lost in my house.
And you never gave it back?
I did give it back,
Oh.
but not before I photocopied a couple of recipes.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
They
There's,
call them receipts, but
Oh.
that might be wrong.
they're on the back. A couple of recipes that both involve bourbon. And here's the catch. One involves apricot liqueur,
Yeah.
but the other one
Mm-hmm.
involves peach nectar.
Mm.
And I thought that was a tenuous enough
You know,
stone
this
fruit
Stone fruit connection.
Yeah.
connection.
Yep, because you're
I love that movie, by the way.
Of course. Or is it your favorite song from Kermit the Frog?
Stone fruit connection.
Or is it Eric Stone Street from Modern
Modern
Family?
Family. It's his favorite song.
Or is it the Rolling Stones? So anyway, that's the connection. There's
All
no
right.
other connection. It's January. It's
Other than bourbon.
other than bourbon. It's
Yeah.
gloomy as hell, and you want to have bourbon because
Yeah.
it's January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It warms your insides.
The cockles.
And as an extra funny bonus,
Mm-hmm.
remember when we did the Midori
Sour?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do then.
Yeah, yes, we did. We both did. Yeah, it was a fill in the blank question.
This is another use for Midori.
Oh, good. It's a lovely liqueur. It's a melon based.
It's surprisingly melon flavored.
Mm-hmm. And green.
Yeah.
Very green.
Did we use it for anything else?
I can't. Nothing jumps out at me.
No, because a lot of it is gone.
Well, I may have made my wife a Midori sour or two since
Oh, that's
because
certainly
it was
allowed.
her main drink in college. Midori.
So you're now squeezing some fresh peaches?
Yes.
I'm just smelling it.
Oh.
Mm.
Because the people at home, they don't know what this smells like.
Oh, what does it smell
It
like?
doesn't smell like anything.
Oh.
Oh. Shake it up.
Okay. Hey, I was just, another question. I got a lot of questions.
Excellent.
What episode is this?
I believe this is episode 69.
Wow.
The year of your
Dirty.
I know.
I was just listening to episode 67, so I'm one behind.
Oh, I thought this was episode 70.
No.
Huh.
69.
You know what we shouldn't have ever done is said what episode numbers they were. And we could have slotted these back in like a child's Christmas gift.
Just keep
No one ever
repeating.
would've
We could have
known.
only done 12 episodes and just keep
Just-
repeating them?
Yeah.
So just re-gift
Yeah.
our podcasts constantly.
Oh,
So which cocktail are we making first, Jason?
Well, what do you guys think? We got the French Kiss or the Queen of Memphis?
Wow. It's a
Oh.
little toss-up.
Yeah. I
Oh,
won't say what's in either of them.
Okay.
Do you want a French kiss?
Yeah, how about a French kiss?
All right. Fred,
What?
hike around.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it!
Now, a French kiss, this involves 1 3/4 ounces of bourbon. Pure, unadulterated
All right.
bourbon.
Well, we got 2 bourbons, which we're gonna have the same problem both times.
Yes. The Wild Turkey bourbon. Is there anything special about this, or is it just bourbon?
That's just regular 81 proof wild turkey.
Right.
You know, and who doesn't like that?
And then we got the Woodford Reserve.
Mm-hmm. That is slightly higher. It's 42.5%.
It is 42.5%. I think it might be worth doing the good old Wild Turkey.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure. I love the turkey.
I love wild turkey.
I don't wear glasses.
I don't mind.
No. Yes, you do.
No, girls don't make passes at boys that wear glasses.
That's right. That's why you got to make a French kiss. If you make that noise at home, the cats come because they think it's treats.
Yep.
Oh.
Let's put in a couple of ice cubes here. I don't know who created this drink or if it's even real. You know what I mean? Like, is it only book-centric or does
Oh.
it actually exist somewhere?
Outside of that book, you mean?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever made it?
Yeah, like if you went to a bar and said, "Well, my good man, you there, stout yeoman, make me a French kiss." Are you,
Well, there's several French kiss cocktails on the internet. Have you heard of this internet thing?
I've heard of the interweb. Is it related?
Yeah, it's related. But they were vodka-based drinks, and of course, I immediately left the website as soon as I saw that ugly word.
Deleted it from my history.
I deleted it.
Vodka based drinks.
So no, it's not the same drink. Although I did see the Queen of Memphis on the make an appearance on the intraweb, as you call it.
Oh, okay. And did it have
It had the bourbon.
and the Midori?
I believe so,
Well,
but it, no history on it, so I don't know its origins. I'm afraid. The Queen is a mystery.
Should we use your apricot brandy here?
Yeah, why not? I'm
Apricot liqueur?
I'm due to bring in another batch.
This
so-
is from Austria.
They have the best apricots. Apricot-y?
Rancid.
Oops.
Really? No.
I don't know. It's kind of
We'll find out
a
later.
questionable smell, but you probably kept it in your refrigerator.
What's the percentage on that one?
24%.
Yes, it was in my refrigerator.
Nice. 3/4 of an ounce of apricot liqueur goes in.
Yeah.
2 teaspoons of grenadine, and I brought up my little bottle here.
Oh,
This is that Viking grenadine stuff.
Old Faithful.
This is so good. Old Faithful, yeah. It shoots up and it'll stick to your roof, so be very careful. 2 teaspoons. That's why I brought this. Does everybody have one of these in their home?
A spoon?
Yeah, measuring spoons.
Oh, measuring
Oh,
spoon.
yeah.
2 teaspoons of grenadine, which is probably about, God, it must be close to half an ounce. But we're gonna go by the old teaspoon. Looks like Buckley's. But it tastes better than Buckley's.
Oh,
But it
good.
doesn't work as well as Buckley's.
No,
Where can I put this sticky spoon, Dave?
just put it down on the placemat there.
You sure?
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
we'll clean that later, so.
And a teaspoon of lemon juice. And look at this. I brought a lemon from home
Oh, yeah.
that I had cut open for this very occasion.
Well, that's handy.
Yes. And I figured I could take it back home because to take a teaspoon out of it is barely anything. In fact, I'm going to stand up for this. Here, we'll use it to clean off the grenadine
Clean off the-
spoon.
How do you... Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, just doing the
Yeah,
old.
sure, don't waste not one.
There we go. Now I got that for later on. If you want a midnight snack. And that's it. With 1 3/4 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of apricot liqueur, 2 teaspoons of grenadine, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. Shake it up and strain it in to a cocktail glass.
All
And
right.
it doesn't even call for a garnish.
Really?
It says to serve it immediately.
All right.
Down instructions.
Yeah, they're a little out of control. What are you going to do now?
I'm gonna shake, 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 shake.
I don't know why. People love to see pictures of you shaking cocktails. I think it's some of our most popular pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it is the only exercise I get.
That explains your abnormally huge shoulders.
That's right. Well, that's a chilly thing to have in your hand. I think that means it's working.
Yeah,
And my sneak peek at it is that it is very, very red.
I'm very excited about this. I don't know why.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's got bourbon in it. And
Oh,
it's
that's
January.
great. And I love bourbon, and I love bourbon.
Look at that. It just looks like grown-up Kool Aid.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's a kind of a neat color.
Yes. Once again, I'll be very jealous of you two that I'm not able to sample this. But into every life,
But you know how to make it,
some endless misery must fall.
so you'll be able to make some later,
I could.
another day. So there we go.
So yes, it's pink.
Freddie?
Well, thank you, sir.
It's bourbon, apricot, grenadine, and lemon juice. What could go wrong with this idea? Nothing.
Nothing.
Smells-
Smells nice. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yes. It's a little bit
Smelly.
fruity.
Yeah, a little bit fruity. You can smell. You want to smell?
I smelled his.
How did it smell? A little bit fruity?
A little bit fruity.
Yeah.
I think is a fair way to describe it. You guys have dove right in.
Oh, yeah.
I did. Well, it's sweet. It's sort of
Sweet. It's a heavier sweet to it. It's almost slightly syrupy. It's a viscousness.
it's
to
a
it.
little bit Cosmo sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does the bourbon come through at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Strong bourbon.
So does the sweetness complement the sweetness of the bourbon?
Yeah.
It
It's a
does.
good balance.
It is. Very well balanced.
You should make this later.
Yeah, so I'll put it in my memory bank.
Yeah.
And then the apricot liqueur would also, I mean, there's the grenadine is sweet and the apricot liqueur is sweet. Does the lemon juice come through to say, hey, don't forget about me?
Yeah. It's just a little.
Little
So
bit
it cuts
citrus.
the sweetness a little bit. I'll bet. And I'm not a betting man normally,
No,
but
no.
I will bet that your
True.
wife would like this one.
Yeah.
But clearly, you're not going to share it with her because you.
Well, she has, like for example, she can't consume peach because she's allergic to peach.
Really?
Apricot, I think she'd be okay with.
Right, and I would imagine that there's no apricot in this apricot liqueur.
Well, there is
Really?
apricot.
You think
Yes.
so?
Here's and I'll prove it because I'll read you.
You'll read me?
It combines juice from the seasonal harvest of Austria's famed Klostenberger apricots with an eau de vie produced from the same fruit.
Really?
The distillery Percart carefully selects its fruit each season from family orchards in the Danube Valley and surrounding regions.
Wow. Then we should have used this stuff from the Guinness Company because it only uses natural flavor.
Oh. Dear.
She did not like it.
Oh.
No.
Well, pay up, partridge!
Because she's allergic to apricot, that's why.
No, she
No?
just made the usual,
Really?
Mr. Yuck.
I'm
Mr.
surprised.
Yuck face.
Well, that's.
It could be that I don't think she's a big bourbon kind of.
Okay, and it's a big bourbon hit.
It is a big bourbon hit, yeah, definitely.
And that's why I chose the lower alcohol Wild Turkey over the Woodford Reserve. Plus, I think the Wild Turkey is probably a little bit more of a
Yeah, it is.
As opposed to the Woodford
it's sort of a go-to for bars.
bars.
But I like it. I have to say, this has got a nice sort of a bit of a woody. You can get a sort of an oaken.
Oh, you
Flavor.
do like it.
Yes. Oh yeah, I love to drink things that taste like wood.
Yes, I remember that about you.
Which is why we call you Woody.
Ever since you were a kid and you got addicted to Dixie cups.
Hey, once you've had your first Dixie cup, it's hard to go back.
Isn't that a strange thing? You know what I'm talking about, right? The Dixie cup came with a wooden
With
spoon.
the spoon, and you chew the spoon out.
Yes, it wasn't even a spoon. It was a spoon-shaped flat piece of wood.
Yes,
It was the illusion of a spoon.
Yeah, it's sort of a panto spoon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
And then if you sucked on it or licked it enough, you were sure that you were going to get a splinter in your tongue.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that people
I probably did.
I don't even know why they were called Dixie cups.
Wow.
Were they made by a Dixie company? Because I thought the Dixie cup was also just an empty cup that you had in the water cooler. Were those not Dixie cups?
Yes, those were Dixie cups made by the Dixie Cup Company.
Sure.
But
Dixie, Indiana.
Dixie. Something to look up before the next episode.
Right.
Don't look at me. I'm not looking it up.
No, I'm just looking at you because I thought you were going to say something about that drink.
No, I don't think I have anything to add about it.
You got a Dixie Cup story?
I have no Dixie Cup stories. No.
He will for the next episode.
Yes.
Or he won't, you know. Because by then we'll have forgotten, we'll be moved on to the next set.
Exactly, because it'll be February, and I'll be thinking of bourbon again.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you can actually drink some.
Maybe.
Did you want to do the next one? What do you think?
The Queen of Memphis?
No.
Who do you think you are? The Queen of Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me, because this has a lot of grenadine in it, I'm just going to go rinse it out in the sink that Dave has so sweetly provided us.
Yeah.
So Queen of Memphis comes with bitter. It requires bitters, I believe.
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
No,
I thought somebody said bitters somewhere along the way.
No,
What do you got, Dave? No bitters?
You've got, what we got is 1 3/4 ounces of bourbon.
Right.
We got 3/4 ounces of your Midori.
Right. We got
We
that.
got a dash of your Maraschino liqueur.
Right.
And a melon wedge to garnish, which we do not have.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
But,
Well, I don't know why I thought, because I brought these bitters.
Yeah.
Maybe it's,
These bitters.
maybe it's because you took my
I'm just
bitters.
bitter.
Yeah, you just want to put bitters in everything.
do.
Really.
All right, well, I'm going to put Dave's bitters back. And I'm going to put my bitters somewhere that, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Where it doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, everybody's safe.
All right. Now, the Queen of Memphis. This is named after Priscilla Presley.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's sweet.
Do you think she's the Queen of Memphis?
I don't really think so.
Uh,
Is she even from Memphis originally?
oh, yes. That's a good
I
point.
mean, Elvis isn't originally from Memphis.
No,
Mississippi.
He's from Tupelo, isn't he?
Tupelo.
Tupelo, Mississippi? Well, then the Queen of Memphis is somebody else. If you're the Queen of Memphis, by all means.
I bet you the Queen of Memphis is
Right.
one of the little paddle wheelers. I
Oh,
bet you they call that the Queen of Memphis.
That's a good call. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we should do some research.
Is
One day.
Memphis also on the Mississippi River? Are all of those big cities that are in that stretch
All
of...
cities are on the Mississippi River. Chicago, New York.
No, the big cities that are on the Mississippi, is that one of the Mississippi ones? Because the St. Louis is on the Mississippi.
Yeah.
The Old Miss.
Yep.
The old...
In New Orleans,
Yeah,
sort of just barely on the Mississippi.
yeah. But thinking of any of the, like, is Nashville on the Mississippi? That's in Tennessee. That's probably
Yeah, I don't
too
think so.
far east.
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Wow. You should look stuff like this up.
You really should. It would be hugely beneficial.
Or maybe we get a computer.
Or maybe because someone could leave a comment. Someone who's an expert in geography.
Or Google. Somebody who's an expert in Google could also leave a comment.
Yeah.
You don't really have to be an expert on anything anymore. You can just
No.
look stuff up and sound like an expert.
Yes, you just have to be able to get there first. Say, I know about this one.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Unfortunately, they go to Wikipedia and
it's all jumbled up.
false stuff,
Sure.
not checked.
So we're going to go back to the wild turkey.
I think so, because then it's sort of a fair comparison for you
That's
guys
true.
between the two drinks. So once again, it's 1 3/4 ounces of Bourbon.
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 Sounds French.
It does. Probably because of the Bourbon Kings.
Yeah.
And then, let me put on Dave's glasses.
Why?
Because I'm Dave Coyne.
No.
3/4 ounce of Midori. The alarming neon green Japanese melons. Infused with Japanese melons. You want me to know where we're going with this.
I'm going to come over there.
God.
Sorry for the folks at home who are watching on video.
Oh, that smells so good. 3/4 ounce, you say. All right.
That's what no, that's what you say. Silence.
Yes. 3/4 ounce.
Yeah, no, we have to make sure we're all talking. Somebody has to, we have a conch. Or a conch. Conch?
Sure. Have one of each.
A talking stick? So everybody knows who's talking? Look at that, we're right in,
And
right in the hole.
who writes these tiny little 3/4 ounce of peach nectar?
What else do you need?
And we're using the Del Monte.
Oh, the Del Monte group. Yeah, they do good work.
It says right here, Del Monte quality.
Well, then you can't really argue with that.
No.
What else do you need? Want me to get anything ready for you?
No, you're good. You can.
What about the Maraschino?
No, yeah, I'll take care of that because you got to get back to where they can hear you on the
Oh,
microphone.
I was going to use my my outside voice so that they could hear me like this. So, what do you think? This is good? A good sound for me?
Sure.
All right.
I think we should all talk like that.
Yeah.
We should all be powerful.
Oh yeah.
Powerful men of leisure.
Powerful man of leisure.
And peach. What do you got there?
Peachy?
And if you mix peach with the green Midori, is it just going to turn like an awful brown color?
I think it will.
Find out.
And then a dash of a maraschino liqueur.
A mere dash.
What does you think a dash is going to be?
Oh, that's cash.
That's a dash, maybe even a dash and a half.
Oh,
dear.
oh no.
All right, let's shake this guy up.
Here we go again.
Bring these guys over here so that I can smash them and break them all over the table.
Yeah, how many martini glasses have we got left?
I don't know.
You have 5? At least. We have 5 martini glasses. But I did bring glasses the last second.
Did you?
Never mind. The highball, little,
They're right there.
right there, they're right there. We don't need them today.
I
It's
always
okay.
shake it till I can't hold it anymore. Look at that. Frost has formed on the outside of the shaker.
Wow.
And see this? Frostbite. I'll have to go
Oh,
directly to the hospital.
We have to talk to our HR department about this. I think, let's not, we have to be more safe. You have to be work safe.
Now you can garnish this with a big melon slice.
Oh yeah?
But you know what? We don't have such luxury items here.
We can't afford
Bare
melon.
bones here at the gentleman.
Oh yeah, because we've got, we're on a budget. Look at that. That color surprises me.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
little...
very sort of grapefruit.
It's
kind
like,
of, slightly, maybe a little greener, but
Yeah. But it looks like it should be very lemony.
Smells like a sweet tart.
pass that over to. What'd you call Frank? A sweet tart?
My little sweet tart.
You think he called me a sweetheart?
That might be the French kiss talking.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh dear.
Of course, Fred.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously, you can't give him a French kiss before you give him
No.
a Queen of Memphis.
Sorry about the table, Dave.
Unstable genius.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, that's quite a bit different.
Right. You would not guess that they were both bourbon drinks, or?
No, the bourbon is there, but it's certainly not as sweet as
That's funny.
the French kiss.
Really?
It smells and looks sweeter than it tastes.
Yes.
It's not as sweet as the French kiss. I'm gonna go get paper towel because I don't want to leave a mark on Dave's table.
I would have thought that the Midori would have sweetened it up, and the peach juice.
Yeah, no, the peach is barely even there.
Huh. And there's no citrus in it at all.
No.
Peach juice, 3/4 of an ounce. Midori, 3/4 of an ounce, and 1 3/4 of an ounce of bourbon. And it comes out as sort of a yellowy,
Greeny.
yellow-greeny, sort of a phlegm color.
I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it, but I thought, oh, well, Jason might say it. So
Sure, it's a little bit mucusy.
yeah.
Well,
So maybe visually not as appealing as the French kiss, but it's still.
It might not be the Queen of Memphis, it might be the Queen of Mucus.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
Well, no,
Priscilla
no.
Presley, Queen of Mucus.
Yeah,
I think
it's,
another.
Huh.
There we go. Yeah.
But do I like it?
I'm
That's
still
the
trying. I'm
question.
still working on that. Which I guess, if it takes you that long to figure out, I guess you don't. The flavors. It's not got a very deep flavor profile, so it's a little thin. It seems, and I don't know why.
Right.
The bourbon, I think, overpowers just about anything else.
It does, yeah. And the Midori is just plain ketchup,
Mm-hmm.
and not in a good way. Like
Not ketchup.
not ketchup,
It's
which
catching
which would be great.
Doesn't taste like ketchup at all.
No, but
Do you want to smell?
Yeah, I'll smell. It smells kind of tart,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not.
but it doesn't taste tart.
Not tart at all.
No, it's not tart.
If there's any, it's, the bourbon has the strongest flavor. I mean, the melon's sort of in there, but it's not, it's like it's just going,
Right.
I surrender. I give up. I give up. Midori throws up the white flag.
yeah. So it's not as sweet as it smells.
And so you would say that the French kiss with the bourbon, apricot liqueur, grenadine, and lemon juice is a bigger,
Oh.
broader taste right across the tongue.
It knows what it wants to be and it's just there. It's like, bah, go big or go home.
And I guess with the grenadine, like Dave was saying, that's going to thicken it up a little bit because it's certainly
Yeah.
syrup, whereas this one doesn't have any syrup to it, so it's going to
No.
have a thin mouthfeel as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no one flavor that you can say this tastes like, or it just doesn't.
Yeah.
And you know, with some drinks, the mixture becomes its own flavor, but it doesn't even have that. It's like it tastes a little bit of melon and mainly bourbon, but not enough bourbon to be interesting.
Huh. Wow. Well, maybe if you let it sit overnight,
I think that might
like a chili.
Yeah, it could be. You know, I don't want to. You know. And it's not like it's unpleasant. It's just sort of meh.
Right. That's a good way to. We've had a few of those drinks before. We're just like, oh, this is less than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pour it out,
No.
but you wouldn't order it again.
I would
No,
not
I don't
order it
think
again. So it needs. It's like it needs another part. Like there's one. It's like we've made 2/3 of a cocktail,
Right.
flavor-wise. It's like there's something else that's supposed to come through and say, "Save the day."
Fernet Branca.
For that, that's your answer to everything.
Maybe you want it to have bitters in it after all.
Maybe bitters would do it. We got some bitters.
Of course we got bitters.
We'll throw some bitters in there. I've got Australian barrel bitters.
But not handy.
Yeah, well, they're just over here.
Ah.
I have to walk to the other side of the room.
Foley artist.
Fripper.
She's up for an Academy Award for stomping. Have you used these, what kind of bitters?
I just cracked it open. I have not used it.
Australian? Oh, that's why you did the funny voice at the beginning.
Well, no.
Oh.
I think I was trying to be Swedish.
Oh, this one's crafted with care. That's great.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of times they're crafted just haphazardly. Ham-handed klutzes.
I have to admire the marketing that goes on these days. Is really
Made
first rate.
from the finest hand-selected natural botanical herbs and spices to our time-honored secret recipe. So it's handcrafted, hand-picked.
Yeah.
They're probably, if I'm going to open it, I'm probably going to use my hand.
Yeah. So like the elderflower, I think it was made the same way, the elderflower liqueur.
I'll
Saint
let you,
Germain.
Sure. It smells very much like Angostura. I'm going to give you just one drop.
all right.
Sort of
Yeah.
trippy.
The trip comes out.
Here it comes. Everybody's very excited.
Up, there we go.
Oh, you
Oh,
got two.
I got two.
Well, we'll give Fred 2 drops too. Oops.
two drops, Fred.
2 drops partridge.
Now, what's that?
As we pour it over the keyboard of the computer. So,
No, not enough.
Well,
No.
I don't really notice a huge difference.
It's very a bitter nose. It's got, you can smell the bitters.
do you want to stir it in with a grenadine spoon?
Sure, why not? Mucked around with the first part.
That's nice.
All right.
And then Fred, you use the rest of that one with a little bit of grenadine that's on the
Sure.
spoon. Hang on to it.
Oh. So now what do I do with it?
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah.
Down
It's okay. I've already made a mess. So
So now that has bitters and grenadine residue off of a spoon. No
Yeah.
difference, eh?
No,
This
it's not
is
really.
the Queen of Memphis is a failure of a drink.
you know what it needs? It needs a citrus punch.
Mm.
It needs a little bit of citrus to give it some zip. But I don't. You want to try that?
I think you gotta give up.
Yeah. Well, there's a point at which adding more stuff doesn't really help you.
Mm.
I've had this discussion with my mother and some of her stuff. What if I added more salt? I said, no, salt's not the problem. It's the flavor. You have to add less salt. Well, how do I make less salt? I'll add potatoes. No, because then you've added potatoes and you have got twice as much of the stuff that you already didn't like.
Raisins are sweet.
No, sometimes you have to just know when to cut your losses.
Do you think it's worth trying this on the lady of the house?
She cannot drink peach.
Oh, that's right, she can't have peach.
That would do her in for sure.
Right, and she does not like, if you guys didn't like this, she's not gonna
No,
like
she's
it.
not
no,
gonna
no.
like it. No.
No, and I thought she would have liked.
Yeah, I think she's. I just can't sell her on bourbon.
Right.
Weird.
Although bourbon is sold on me.
Oh, zinga baba. Well, excellent. Well, that was a fun experiment.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. This one, I tell you.
Yeah, I think you might be the one that's going to be putting the French kiss into your home repertoire.
I think I will.
And it's funny because it looks like a Cosmo. It's for people that want to drink a Cosmo, but they want to have to stoop to having vodka in there.
That's right. Yeah. No, it's funny, and far fewer ingredients than in the Cosmo. Although I think I would like to still. I would like. I just had some trouble talking today.
I think the Cosmo only has 2 ingredients.
Nope.
I think it just has vodka and cranberry.
No, that's a crantini.
What else is in the Cosmopolitan? Lemon
There's
juice?
like 3. There's different versions. I make one, and I thought it was the original, but
Oh, here we go.
but then there's the original one, which you can look up. But it's got
will.
it's got like 4 ingredients, so that you'll look up. Sure.
Really? It's got 4 ingredients?
I think so. It's got a bunch.
Because
So
the guy that invented it is terribly embarrassed that he ever came up with this drink.
well, he is and he isn't. He still makes it. It is in the bar he works at, so he's not that embarrassed.
From Wikipedia, it is ingredients. It calls for half an ounce of fresh lime juice, 1 ounce of cranberry juice, half an ounce of Cointreau, and 1.5 ounces of vodka citron.
Oh,
See? That's not so bad.
right.
And it's vodka citron, which is basically, we're not vodka anymore. But don't call us limoncello.
That's right.
But you could, for all intents and purposes, could be called limoncello.
I think that's just vodka with lemon flavoring.
It
right?
is. Yeah. Well, limoncello? I'm not going to say it not to an Italian.
No, that's a separate thing.
Yeah, no, but that's a citrus, yeah.
The International Bartenders Association recipe is based on vodka citron, lemon-flavored vodka. The Cosmopolitan is a relative of cranberry coolers like the Cape Codder. Not familiar with that. Though often presented far differently, the Cosmopolitan also bears a likeness in composition to the kamikaze cocktail.
Oh, yeah. Have we done the kamikaze?
We have not done a kamikaze.
Oh, the kamikaze is awful.
I did smash into somebody with my car once.
If you were a real kamikaze, then you would have died and you would have left your car behind.
No, we can't make it. It's got vodka in it.
That's right.
Kamikaze?
Yeah, it's got vodka, triple second lime juice.
I've done. I've got.
You've done the gin version?
I've done another version of that. I think I call it the Kamikaze-politan.
This sounds familiar. I think we made this joke already. But
Yes.
you didn't call it the kamikaze.
Kamikaze. No.
The Cosmopolitan. You called it the Cosmokazi or something, and it was all wrong.
That's not a very, kamikaze is not a very old cocktail. So according to cocktail historian David Wondrich,
Uh-oh.
the kamikaze shot first appeared in 1976 and may have been the original shooter cocktail.
Now I'm going to say something, and I don't want you guys to get mad.
Uh-oh.
I can't guarantee
Too
that.
late. I'm already
Furious.
That's right.
At some point, we should probably make some cocktails with vodka.
When we make a vodka cocktail,
Yeah?
it will be the last episode of the show.
So we know what's on the last episode. So that's good.
That's right.
We can plan ahead for that.
We're going to be making a kamikaze, and we're all going to be knocked unconscious.
You put the pill, give the pill to the people.
Well, we'll see. You know, or not. Maybe I'll have to come up with a version that has gin in it or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because we're getting very close now to the last episode.
No, I don't think that's true.
Because last week I issued the beginning of the challenge,
Yeah?
where people would leave comments
Right?
on the website,
Yeah?
or they would email us to say that they love the show
Yeah?
and thus prolong it.
Well, I love the
And we
show.
have heard from 0 people, and so we're one step closer.
But you hear people on
We're
social
getting-
media.
Yeah.
Right, but that doesn't count
Why doesn't it count?
because
Still communicating.
no, they have to do what we say.
Nobody has to do what we say.
Well, no, they don't. You're right. Only if they want to continue to hear the podcast.
But I want to continue to hear the podcast. Don't I count?
Well, there's I think we have about 70 subscribers. And so we need to hear from 35 individual people to prove that they listen to the podcast.
Well, can't we tell by the fact that they subscribe?
No.
Because they could just subscribe and then never download it.
Never listen to it.
Why would you do that?
Well, it's just very simple. Here's what you do. You go
Yeah.
to www.gentlemenofelegantleisure.com
Right.
and you leave a comment saying,
Right.
I love your show and I'd hate for it to go away.
There you go. There's your challenge for before our next show.
Is that like the ice bucket challenge?
It's like the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Without
It's
the
called
bucket?
Save a Podcast.
Same podcast?
Yep.
What am I going to do every 2 weeks? I like to drink every 2 weeks.
Well, from what your Instagram feed looks like,
Oh.
you could do your own podcast.
Yeah.
No, not based on my Instagram feed. I'm too drunk to do my podcast.
Yeah.
Touche.
Oh, there you go. Based on from what I've heard about you.
Oh, I see. Well,
I've never viewed it.
why don't you get on Instagram? It's like having a Viewmaster. It doesn't ask anything of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I have to provide an email address?
Probably.
Right. Well, see, just like people don't comment on.
But they don't send you an email.
No, but somebody will. Someone will hack
No.
it.
You could create a Gmail account just for that.
I will also accept. We have a Gmail.
Oh, do we?
You go to our webpage,
Mhm.
gentlemenofelegantleisure.com,
Yeah.
and you click on Contact Us.
Yeah. Just click on the contact page. It's
Really?
gellweb99
There
at
you go.
gmail.com.
Send us an email that says, "Please don't take your show away. I love it."
Mm-hmm.
30 individual people.
Or 3.
No.
30.
That's asking a lot. They may not listen to this until June.
Well, and they're going to be.
They're gonna be listening to repeats.
It's an interesting challenge.
I've got 40 bottles of booze. If I don't have this, what the hell am I going to do with it all?
I'll sell you this Yeti microphone.
Oh,
You can carry on.
yeah, it's I don't think that's going to work.
Mm.
Well, all right. Well, people better send in something.
That's right. Or sponsor a page.
Or a podcast.
Or a podcast.
Rather than a page. You don't want to sponsor. I don't know what page they'd sponsor.
No, that's true. Or donate $3 on
$3?
on our donation
Or
page.
less. You can. I think $1 is the minimum, but you know,
Okay.
Look at that.
you can. You know.
All right.
We'll stay for $30.
Just a sec.
Or they send us free booze.
Or free booze.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Well, it's always an option.
Yeah.
No one's taken us up on the offer.
It's hard to ship booze in Canada.
Or to Canada.
Or around Canada. It's not even legal to drive it around Canada.
You shouldn't even have it in your car.
You shouldn't have it in your car. If it's open, it's illegal.
That's right.
You have to keep it in your trunk, and even then, I'm not even sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing's fraught with danger.
It is. It's very, very risky.
I feel like I'm in the underground.
The French underground?
Probably.
Sure.
It's the best underground.
It's the most famous underground of them all.
Sure.
Well, except for the London Underground.
That's
The
true.
tube.
The two, as they call it.
Yes.
So the French underground would be the second most famous underground?
It's a pretty good underground, but I don't think it's quite up there with the tube.
Right. I was thinking of the French underground in World War II.
Oh, that
So was I. But,
Yeah.
But, you know, because I was sneaking around with booze in my trunk.
'Cause I
Like,
think-
as if I had explosives.
I was thinking
I
of the
don't.
Velvet Underground. I'm a big Lou Reed. He's a prickly bastard.
Well,
Prickly
he's in the top 3. The London Underground, then the French Underground, then the Velvet Underground.
I believe that the Paris underground is actually called the Metro.
Could be.
Right.
I believe so. Yeah. The Metro.
Metro.
But I think we're focusing strictly on underground.
Right. I read recently that the Rome underground,
Yes.
or Metro,
Mm-hmm.
is years behind schedule because every time they dig more than a foot, they find
Dead Roman?
no, it's just historic
Roman ruins.
basic thing.
And also, it keeps having to zigzag
Yeah, exactly. So go between stations takes about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
to go a quarter of a mile.
A quarter of a mile. Yeah. It would take longer to walk down the stairs in the Metro
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. They found another aqueduct recently,
Mm.
and
They should wait for hover cars. I think the whole thing, or hover trains,
mm,
like Back to the Future.
Rome has too much damn history for its own good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have to go down about 3,000 feet.
Yeah, exactly. Just above the Earth's molten core.
Yeah, I think that's the same.
But then it'd be awfully hot.
Oh, well, that's what they invented air conditioning for.
The Romans?
Probably.
Probably.
They invented a lot of stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised. They probably did have air conditioning.
Yeah, they had slaves waving
Yeah.
palms.
See? Oh no, they were thinking
Human
ahead
air conditioning.
of their time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's evaporative cooling is really what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You always like to get evaporative cooling in there too.
Yeah, I try to work it into every conversation if I can.
I like that.
Yeah, well,
It sort of strings it all together.
it does. It does. It's a common theme through all our episodes.
You can still drink, although I didn't see anybody do it. You can still drink out of the fountains in Rome.
Ew,
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
Well, the why is probably because it's filthy, but physically you can. Yeah.
And God knows how many dogs have jumped in it.
Well, I don't think you get it out of the
Out of the
bin itself.
spout.
You get it out from where it's coming.
Well, where's it
It's-
coming from?
It's coming right from the aquifer up in the mountain
right.
or wherever, and down a spring and through the deals and.
I mean, it's like there's nothing to stop you from drinking water from a creek in North Vancouver,
yeah, but I think
except common sense.
yeah, I think probably because it's well stuff.
Oh,
Right, where
wow.
you got where your creek in North Van is runoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's an
Exposed.
It's an artesian situation.
Oh,
I
an
think,
artesian
in many
situation.
cases.
And as it's traveling through the aqueducts, the chances of a bird landing in it are slim to none.
You're thinking of aqueducts.
Oh yeah. Oh. I make that mistake a lot.
I think a lot of this is now underground and in pipage.
Oh, so not really all Roman.
Well,
piping.
I guess not. Yeah, you're right. It's no longer a 2,000-year-old aqueduct.
Oh, okay.
But
Some
parts
of
of it might be.
Oh, kind of, sure, why wouldn't it be? I would, if I was Rome, or Italy, as the case may be. I'd say, well, if we got the aqueduct, why not use it?
The funny thing is, if you made one a fresh one today,
Yeah?
it would still be Roman because the Romans would be the people that made it.
Ah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah. Unless they were from Naples, in which case it would be Neapolitan.
Yeah. And everybody would laugh. Because they'd think you're getting 3 flavors of ice cream. Or water, as the case may be.
I want pink water.
Neapolitan water.
I always remember getting Neapolitan ice cream. Mom and Dad always got it, but I didn't want the pink. I
No.
didn't like the strawberry Neapolitan. Or what, is it
My-
strawberry or is
Yeah,
it?
strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother Bill would eat all the chocolate, and so I'd just get all the strawberry. And I've learned to like it over the years.
Good for you.
Not that I wasn't always often in there first myself, but no matter what, the chocolate went first.
That makes me think that I might have pink quick at home that I've forgotten about.
It's been there since your childhood?
A lot of people do, I think. I might have Pink Quick that I've forgotten about.
I seem to recall drinking something pink recently. Oh, you know what?
Pepto-Bismol.
No, I got strawberry syrup that we did in one of the drinks. We did strawberry syrup, and I put that into some milk. I made pink quick, sans quick.
Mm. Still, I should look and see if I have any Strawberry Quick.
Quick!
You think they still make Strawberry Quick?
I wouldn't be surprised to find it in the States. I haven't seen it in Canada. It's all you can do to find the chocolate quick. You know, down at the bottom by the Ovaltine.
Oh.
Why is it called Ovaltine? The top is round,
The glass is
the
round.
glass is round. Anyways.
Should be called round tea.
Exactly.
That's gold, Jerry.
Go.
I just finished off the
Queen of Memphis.
Queen of Memphis? I was going to say Memphis Queen. I think that was no, that's a Memphis Belle. But I digress. Yeah, it's not any better.
Mm.
But I think it might be, you know what might help it, now that it's all gone? A little bit of, like Pernod, a little bit of licorice might mix well with those flavors.
Other coin?
No.
No. No?
I'm blank.
You don't have any hiding up there, do you?
No, I don't.
I'll experiment.
Yes.
You experiment.
You get a full
And
report.
Fred has a complete test kitchen where he tutors young and up and coming
Yes.
bartenders on
Yeah, I did a
And
jug-
underprivileged youth.
underprivileged youth.
underground youth.
Yes.
Velvet underground youth.
Yes. Yeah.
I did a bunch of jungle birds on the weekend. I mean, I just had one.
You killed them? That's awful.
Aqueducts. First aqueducts and now jungle birds.
Aqueducts.
And what's a jungle bird?
Jungle bird is dark rum, pineapple juice, lime juice, and Campari. I had one in Portland.
When we were in Portland?
I think so. We had a lot. I don't know if you remember that. But I think it was the first drink I had at the McMinimans. I think was a jungle bird.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's actually a video clip on our website.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to review that and see if it's true or not.
It's true. I think I had a Mai Tai.
But
Mai Tai.
it popped up on Instagram. A bar back in Quebec, I think, put it up. But they used Cruzan Black Strap rum instead of just a dark rum. And holy macaroni. That was nice.
Did you try it with the lemon heart spiced rum?
Well, I could only have one. I could have made two, but I was kind of woozy after one.
Really?
It was only...
Or did you have three other drinks before you tasted the jungle bird?
It just didn't occur to me to try it with this straight spiced rum, but that could be interesting too. But the black strap is pretty potent.
Right. And you said you made a bunch of them?
Well, Laura was there and Lori was there.
So you made three.
I made three. I just had one.
Right.
But it's an ounce and a half, I think, of rum and then 3/4 of an ounce of the Campari. So it's, it's got stuff in
It's
it.
layered.
It's layered.
Layered niven.
But I don't think we've done that, the jungle bird before. So I think I would put that in the slot. I would slot that in for a future.
Wow.
It's a tiki drink, but with the Campari, it's not a tiki drink.
No.
Well, see what we should do is we should maybe do the jungle bird and see if there's a recipe for the aqueduct. And we'll have a bird themed.
Well, or I'll make one. Make the aqueduct.
Sure. But we'll go in an aqueduct,
Aquavit.
right? And a little bit of duck. Feathers.
Is that too on the nose?
I don't know. Maybe this is interesting
Mm-hmm.
because we think of the Romans,
Yes.
and maybe this is the time when you use the
Limoncello.
limoncello,
Aquavit.
aquavit, and Don Julio tequila.
No, I was thinking of a Italian vermouth.
I was thinking of Don Julio
I could tell. Well, both of them.
because I was thinking of Donald Duck. I was trying to tie
I
the
see.
Don into the Duck.
Oh, okay. So that would be. So what would be in it then?
So, aquavit,
Yeah.
tequila,
Yeah.
and limoncello.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll run it through the test kitchen.
Well, that's right. Give it to an underprivileged youth. We're going to take him golfing with Father Fagan. Otherwise, maybe we Google, and maybe there is a drink called the aqueduct.
Maybe.
Maybe it's just water.
I think
Spring
it's-
water.
Yeah. The odds are slim, but I'm willing to give it a shot. All right. Well, that's fascinating. The aqueduct.
Yeah. I like the idea.
Yeah, I like the idea
I
too.
like the idea. Probably
Nice.
the Italy's already squeezing out.
All right. Well, I can do that.
Well, you have a dinner engagement to go to.
I do.
Yes, and so do you.
And I do too.
You
And
gotta-
you have one as well.
Well,
You have
Yeah.
dinner.
yeah, hopefully at some point.
So you're saying that the favorite here, the hands down, is the French kiss.
Oh yeah, no,
Go for French kiss.
no doubt about it.
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it, and I will pass that on to the blog site. And please check out the blog site, because it's the only way you can save this show, by leaving a comment saying that you listen and enjoy it. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
And that you sponsor a page for $15 and give us $1.
Yeah. But just start with a comment and then we'll
Start
work.
with a comment.
We'll
We'll
work
go
it
there.
out from there.
All right.
And check us out on our various social media platforms. You can go to facebook.com/cocktail gents and on Instagram, Cocktail Podcast. All one word.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening on Instagram. I mean, we do get some action there, I have to say.
Yeah. And we're on YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, we have a full episode for
All
the
on
first time
video.
ever.
On video.
The
Yeah.
whole schmear.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So,
But we're playing it all to the wrong direction.
are we? Well, they can see us. We should do more juggling.
Right. More cocktail Tom Cruise cocktail shenanigans.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Shenanigans?
Maybe.
Okay.
More likely the full song from episode 2.
Oh,
Tacked on the end.
you sweet.
Be real sweet.
Well,
All right.
but then when you go, if you go have dinner, you're gonna have a cocktail.
I think I am.
He will. I'm going to go to my home for dinner. And I'll probably have just...
But what if Jennifer were to serve you a lovely drink?
Water.
I would fall over and
Die of shock.
Oh,
shock.
But you're going.
I am going. Yeah.
You're going to a restaurant.
I'm going to a restaurant. I'm going to meet a bunch of guys from work.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna have a drink, aren't you?
It's very likely I will have.
Are you covering the bill tonight?
No,
Oh.
I am not. It is on the company dime.
Wow.
Oh, but he works for an honorable company.
I do.
True.
And
They got deep pockets.
Deep pockets.
yes. So they will undoubtedly at the end of the evening, because they are going to get serviced up the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got a big crowd, they're going to drop a lot of money. And so to thank the waiters and the wait staff and the kitchen people as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they're not making us any drinks. But anyway, regardless,
Yes.
the company will tip big.